The important thing here is
that was a perfect ending round. Why you carry on?
you can just cut it off, right?
Welcome to another episode of the CATC Unfiltered podcast. Pathological truth seeking is the aim, and comedy and laughter is the game. I'm here once again on the sofas with Dan Raj and Ines Young. We're going to start off today a little bit different to normal with a reaction to something quite ridiculous, right? Jubilee, roll the tape.
都是11名，在 U20 亚锦赛上也拿到过奖牌。我们来看看这一枪的表现。好的，选手出发，球马莫郎现在的领先还是比较有优势的。
这有点afraid。
球马莫郎处在第一位，率先撞线，全力的去冲啊！这一枪11秒58。
For you watching at home, I'm not sure if you can see what's going on
到最
here.
后似乎
Look.
想收着劲儿跑，但是已经收不住。
That skip at the end, that is what makes it absolutely ridiculous.
收不住。
No, you ask yourself, right? That's a Somali runner, right? Okay, the most ridiculous thing there is when the girl finished running with the skip.
Yes.
On top of that, imagine she's from Somalia and this is in China, right? So she had to catch an airplane with other athletes, knowing that she wasn't an athlete. Imagine you're in the changing room. She's on the starting blocks. I mean, did no one look at her and think like, okay, you can look at her and see she's not athletic, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did she even get there?
Okay. Have you ever been asked to finish the food on your plate because of people in Somalia?
Yeah, because whenever your parents say you don't finish your food, then think of the people in Africa or
Correct. For you, is they say Indian catch you, right?
Yeah.
For us, right, no one to catch us. So for us, it's a different ball game. They will say that people in Bangladesh, Somalia, got no food to eat.
Okay.
Therefore, I must finish my rice.
So
When you see a fat girl from Somalia,
she's not fat, though. I mean, she's just maybe not as athletic and
okay,
than the rest.
if you see a non-skinny girl from Somalia,
okay,
it means
Fake,
she's doing well.
Oh, she's doing well.
Actually, she's the niece of one of the people on the sports council. So it was nepotism.
No, it's not nepotism. It's called inclusivity. You see, everybody talks a big game, right? About being inclusive, letting the minority be represented and all that.
Yeah.
Somalia is the only country who had the balls to send a fat girl to take part in a 100-meter race, knowing she's not going to win, but they still had the balls to send. You know why? Because we don't care about the medal. We only care about participation.
Participation, yes.
Yeah, we want to give everyone an equal opportunity. And just because you eat too much
and don't exercise,
it doesn't mean that you cannot win a 100-meter race.
Okay, I apologize, Somalia. I totally misunderstood the whole situation.
They're the only ones with the balls to do it. Everyone talks a big game, right? Inclusivity.
No, you're wrong that only Somalia does that. I mean, our Singapore football team does that also. They only play to participate only.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man, that's rough, man. God.
No, okay, wait. I don't understand why Singapore needs to have a football team. Do you ever talk about it? Do you know that in our S-League, right? The Singapore Police has a football team.
Yeah, Army also have.
Army has a football team. Okay, let me ask you this question, okay? Why is the police having a football team? Have they finished all their work solving crimes? There are so many unsolved cases in Singapore.
I mean, maybe they are the police clerk, what? They work 9 to 5 only. What?
Yeah, they should be part of the police, what?
The police need clerk also. What? You think only police need to go out there?
Well, I mean, they play on a Sunday, so maybe they're not working.
No, why do they have to have a football team?
Why
does the police force need a football team?
Then who can have a football
What
team?
is the purpose of a police force? Let me hear. Come on, one answer.
To solve crime.
Solve crime?
Yeah. Do you need a police to play football?
They collect information or intelligence, or maybe at the football, then they say,
Yeah, because you know a lot of Malays play football, right? So a lot of intel.
Being streetwise intel, come on, you stupid.
I think Malays are the criminals.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly.
No, what I'm saying is very simple, okay? The police force, and okay, there's once, right, they call us back for reservists. And this is the time that they came up with this cannot bring handphone inside the camp thing. Okay, and then when I brought my phone, I'm supposed to put my phone inside locker outside the camp. And they told me that locker is only for those civilian construction people. It's not for the soldiers.
Then
They told me don't bring my phone out. They asked me to go and buy another phone which has no camera inside.
no camera na.
That phone cost about $200 and all that. Why the fuck would I do that? And they tell me they don't have enough lockers outside the army camp. Just think about it. They have money to have a football team. SAF, Singapore Armed Forces, has the money to run a football team. Is any country going to see us, SAF, have a football team, and then they're scared to attack us? Is having a football team going to add to anything about national security?
Don't you find
Are terrorists going to say, oh, your football team, oh shit, your football team is so good, we can't attack you? Is it going to happen?
No, they will look at us and say, wow, these people must be damn good, got time to play football some more.
No, they say they're so slack that we can play football.
Okay.
The armed forces and the police force shouldn't have a football team.
But don't forget law crime. I mean, it doesn't mean no crime, but it is law crime.
But why does the police force need a football
No, so
team?
who can have a football team?
None of the people like that.
Then
A
who?
football club must have a football team.
Oh man, I like my Safra, man. Come on.
The Safa Club.
Safra Club, damn sure.
Football club is different. Football club is for NS men to relax and make them feel like they're getting back something for the service they give.
No, with mentality like yours, no wonder we have never reached the World Cup,
Why?
I mean, Singapore need to be at the World Cup, we...
No, so form proper football teams and let them run football associations. Like Tottenham Hotspur was a football club, and then they have a football team.
Yeah,
And
but
over time, they became good.
No, but they're terrible. No.
Yeah.
Actually, always.
Okay, in
Actually, you chose the wrong
1982,
team. They're
they
talking
were
for
very good.
shit.
1982 was very good. They were very good. Glenn Hoddle, you know the days of Glenn Hoddle. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. They were quite good there.
They were very good.
How many good players do you think you can get from places like Simei, where we only have like 20,000 people, and then most of them are above 50 years old?
No,
Sydney
lah,
Hotspurs.
right? That's why we need to get foreign talents, lah. Because Singaporeans are shit, right? So we need to get foreign
No,
talents.
actually, no. Singaporeans are good at playing football, but because of NS, right, that breaks the pattern. But if you can have a handful of players every year, don't do NS.
Yeah,
You guys will
Yeah.
get somewhere in the ASEAN games for sure.
you just saw the video of the fat girl running. You know why she didn't run fast?
Right.
Because she did some national service in her country.
Was it?
Yeah, what a stupid excuse, right?
But
Okay. Fandi Ahmad was a Singaporean footballer
Mm.
who went national service, served his time, and then he still played.
But that wasn't easy.
Yeah,
It's very
but just on the
Can be done.
context on the sports event, right, I don't think it's ridiculous to have a... Why is it ridiculous for her to participate in the sports event? I mean, she's just...
Somalia knew they're not going to win.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, Somalia already know that they're not going to win in anything in life. So they just sent a fat girl. At least they won on the inclusivity part.
I suppose she burned a few calories as well.
I don't think you won calories by doing what she did.
I don't
After
think...
100 meters, you did it in 20 seconds. That's better than nothing.
I think she will lose some weight. I don't think she can take the
She's going
Chinese
to eat
food.
some
Chinese food.
carbohydrate later.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. What?
No, because I don't think she can finish the Chinese food there. I think...
Chinese food.
Yeah, because the
Yeah,
sports
it's
event is in China.
It's in Guangdong, right?
And Somalia is a Muslim country, right?
Yeah, so they cannot eat
Actually,
the...
might end up with the Uyghurs.
I don't think they'll be eating the kway chap.
Maybe she's going to be the food.
Recently, we've been having the Women's World Cup, and the United States are the twice defending world champions, but they crashed out, I think, at the round of 16 due to a penalty miss by two of the girls. One, most notably, is what you call one of the Blue Hair Brigade, a lady called Megan Rapinoe. She's self-confessed she hates the country. She kneels for the national anthem. She doesn't sing the national anthem. She doesn't put her hand on the heart. She clearly doesn't like the country, but she still went to the World Cup, missed the penalty. So the question is, did she do it on purpose, or is it just karma? Any thoughts, boys?
She was from which country again?
America, lah.
America.
Oh, America.
The land of the free.
So couldn't they find anyone else to send for the World Cup? Why send her?
Well, apparently not.
Really?
Well, she's 38. This is her last Olympics. It's not Olympics. Sorry, this is her last World Cup.
World Cup.
She was like a past star of the team. She was very good, but she's become very political,
Okay.
right? And I know a lot of people she seems to hate America, which I don't personally agree with. I mean, she's achieved a lot in her life thanks to that country. And she also managed to get the women equal pay as the men, even though the women bring in about 10, 20 times less than the guys. So she's not all about equality, she's about equity.
Okay.
Which is a big difference. So she's basically a Marxist, right? A blue-haired one. A right prat, right? She missed the penalty. And you can ask my wife, right? When she came on the pitch, I said to my wife, I wanted to go to extra time, then I wanted to go to penalties, and I want that stupid cow to miss and get the brunt of it. And my dreams came true.
Okay, so this is the thing, okay? First of all,
Racism.
yes, first of all, right? This is why we need more transgender women playing for female sports. See, first of all, right? The female people participating in female sports, they want equal pay with the men. So the only way to make the female sports go up is to have transgender women playing in female sports. A transgender woman who play in this female World Cup would never have the same attitude as this lady.
Possibly.
Do you think our Singapore national football team can win more things if they participate in the Women's World Cup?
Our Singapore national team?
Yeah, our men national team. So the whole national team, they will identify themselves as women and then they participate
in the first place, I still don't understand why we need a national football team. Okay, what do we do what we are good in? You know, do business or whatever shit. Why bother with football?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Fun for who?
No, but going to Song's point, right? The American women's team played the under 15 boys and got beat. I think it was 5 or 7-2. So the answer to your question, if they played the Singapore men's team, they'd probably get beaten about 20-0.
Singapore men's team?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The Singapore men's team will beat
We'll beat them by about 20 goals to nil.
I don't think so.
No, I could beat them. And I'm 59 years old. I watched them play.
Okay,
right?
okay. So I ask you. Lately, there's this lady called Shanti Pereira. Right? So she's
sprint queen,
female thing. Now, do you think I can run faster than her?
No.
Right? She'll beat the shit out of me, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's not because you don't take. You are not a runner, what?
Our Singaporean football team are not footballers. That's my point. Are you keeping up?
Come and play with me on Saturday when we meet some of these young Malay teams. And they're not even good enough to get in the national team. You will soon change your tune.
Yeah, man. They're pretty good, right?
Them guys are good.
Okay. So there was this guy called Joseph Pragasam. He was a student in NTU, also a national team player, Singapore national team player. Okay. When he plays with us, right, his standard is so much better than the rest of us. When he get the ball, right, the ball just sticks to his feet.
Yeah.
Okay. He's faster, he's bigger, everything. But he's nothing comparable to the international scene. So I think the female footballers of US football team probably will beat the Singapore national team football.
Oh, okay.
I would love to see this happen now, But you'll be in for a very bad surprise there, Raj. The American women's team would get thrashed.
Okay, so what we should do, we should quickly change the US football team, female football team. We need to bring in a few transgender women into the US national team.
Well, actually, she's advocating for that now. She's retiring, but she's advocating for trans players to enter the women's team.
Yes, that's the only way we can raise the standards. And then after that, we bring them to Singapore and challenge the Singapore national team.
But they're not women, are they?
I'll put all my money. My net worth is like.
So in that respect, right? What do you do with the girls in the team?
Yeah, and then there will be the same changing room, and then
same changing room.
Of course.
Yeah.
Transgender women, they've already gone for their sex change, right?
No, you just have to say you're a woman these days. You have
That's not called transgender, what?
So you're talking about those who have gone through the
98% of self-proclaimed transgender people have not had a bottom operation.
Yeah,
98%.
And talking about that, I think this Megan, I think she's advocating that as long you identify yourself as women,
Yeah, just say you're a woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to make it in football, just declare you're a woman today and go and join the Singapore national women's team.
So our Singapore football team should all declare as women?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
And then they can get the World Cup and win.
Yeah, because we want to win the World Cup, maybe we should try that route.
Yeah.
Because obviously in the men's competition, we're not going anywhere.
But the biggest problem is that a lot of the good players here are Malay, so it's very haram.
For them to identify as.
Well, of course it is. Good
Okay.
Lord.
It's a very tough situation.
Very tough
Okay,
situation
so,
indeed.
yeah. So
I suggest we just don't have a football team.
okay. Just be police and firemen. Don't need to be footballer.
Yeah. Why do we need? Again, why does the Singapore Police Force need to have a football team?
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
is it fun?
Well, they like playing football.
I mean, instead of playing soccer, maybe you want to spend time.
Sorry, football, not soccer. Okay.
Yeah. Forget about that nonsense.
Okay, so in case instead of playing football, the police right, they save their time and the money and work on their own servicemen and find out who have some mental issues
Okay.
and try to solve their problems and make sure they don't go and commit suicide.
No, but playing sports helps. Hello.
Yeah, maybe playing the football helps them keep a level mind.
How?
Hey, you are the guy who say you're on a keto diet and then you don't understand all this healthy stuff.
And you play golf,
No,
right?
Playing
guys,
sports.
playing soccer or football for fun and having a football team playing in the S League is two different things. You understand that, right?
You do know that if you want to play football, you need to have a team, right? You can't play football by yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you have a team, and then when you're good enough, you want to compete. That's why you go for competition.
Guys, the people in the police football team are not even policemen.
Well, that's the whole point.
Why do you need to have a football team? You understand, not?
They just call it the name. Anyway, even the home team, the so-called the Singapore home team is as you say, it's not under the army. It's under the Shopee guy. It's owned by the Shopee
Yeah.
Shopee guy, right? Yeah. Yeah, they just give the name only. It's not saying that they need to be army or whatever.
So call something else, lah.
Okay, what would you say if NTUC Fair Price had a football team?
Yeah.
Do you think that'd be all right?
NTC Fair Price, ah.
Or DBS Bank?
Yeah.
DBS Boys?
Oh yeah, get a football team.
Or
US boys.
Budok Hawker Center can.
Budok Hawker Center.
All the store owner come together.
Yeah,
Then why they can, then army cannot?
because it's supposed to be defending the country.
I mean, they are defending the country, but in the free time, they cannot play football. You mean 24 hours they have to be stand there, stand guard and defend the country?
Yes.
Nonsense, garbage are you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we've come to that time of the show called Has to Go. And I'm going to start this one. Often you find people are very proud of their heritage. Like you'll find the Italians will show you the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You'll find the French will show you the Eiffel Tower. And an American will show you the Statue of Liberty. Well, I'm Afro-Caribbean, so you can say indirectly I'm from Africa. And black people always talk about the pyramids. Now, I wouldn't actually say that Egyptians or Middle Eastern people are Africans, but it's the closest thing that a black person has to claim is great. But I beg to differ. I think the pyramids are a pile of crap. Absolute waste of stone. Serve no purpose. And you ask yourself this.
Should be used to build HDB flat, right?
It's no use
Okay.
because you can't even get a signal at the bottom. The stone is too thick. You can't use your hand phone in there. Absolute waste of space. Right? And actually the reason why I think that pyramids might be made by black people is that when they died, they took all their bling with them, put it in the tomb with them, and killed all the servants, and the servants had to die with them as well. That kind of mentality, building that kind of shite, and claiming that it's fantastic, these people has to go. I just used some bad grammar, probably because I am black. I'm going to pick on Tutankhamun. He was the biggest prat of all. Tutankhamun has to go. Tutankhamun has gone, but I'm going to say the legend of Tutankhamun has to go.
So there's this guy in Singapore going around making videos and saying that he's a very talented person because he can make bird sounds. Can we see the bird sound video?
I am the most talented Singaporean in history. Nobody else can ever top me with my talent, and it's making the bird sound in the early morning.
Hey, really quite a lot, eh?
If you think you can do better than me, you can stage this video. Let's see.
Okay, so this is the thing I want to say, right? Making bird sounds does not make him the most talented person. My Prime Minister is much more talented than him.
What bird sound can you make?
Cannot. Doesn't have to. Making bird sounds is a useless talent. What do you want? You want to make bird sounds and then some bird come and you, is it? Is that what you want?
No, maybe the bird park will need some sound bites for their show or something.
No. You can always record a bird and play sound. Okay. A bird making human sounds is something, is talent. A man making bird sound, not a talent. Anybody who claims that they are talented because they can make bird sounds has to go.
The President of the United States, Joe Biden, words fail me. Here he is in action again, doing something stupid as normal. Roll the tape, Jubilee.
Very important thing I told my daughter and granddaughters, no serious guys
Look
under
at him.
30. No serious guys under 30.
No sense of personal space.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all, is it? Getting into
Why is he holding her?
space and telling
He's
them
always doing that. He's always crowding out women.
30.
Right, look, here he is again.
Look at how the alarmed Secret Service dude tries to
Now watch
stop
this.
sticking tape once he sees that Joe has reverted.
Why is he gets a greeting
Here,
hug?
right? Wrong, because the vice president wouldn't done Hillary for almost 16
Such a
seconds.
prat.
Notice how many times he tries to tap out.
Still only
Look at her.
Tap out.
Look, she's tapping him to let move me, look.
Okay, second tap out. For God's sake, Joe, you gotta let go.
This latest awkward
She's trying to tap out.
been microorganized if it hadn't been for all the other overly handy.
He's the king of hair sniffing.
Critics collect them. Times when he
Right, here he is again. Look at this.
changes a young girl's
what the
hair,
heck?
Look at what he's doing.
Yeah, that's really
then
inappropriate,
rearranges some more. There's nothing pervy here. The VP knows
Look
he's
at
on
her face.
camera at these swearing-in ceremonies, and the
Why does he have to go so
right
near?
there as he leans in.
He's always doing this.
And the girl's freaking out, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, in the days before Biden was president or running to be
Why does the
president,
newcaster, the
even
eyebrow look so
outlets
fake?
were happy to tell you about bizarre.
Look at this.
Perhaps his most famous hands-on moment came when he put his hands on the wife of Defense Secretary Ash Carter.
Got a lot of thanks to give out.
Oh my God.
Conservatives paid.
This is the creepiest.
Rubbed the wrong way.
So did some.
He's done more than that as well.
That ain't right, man. That ain't right. To smell her hair.
At least the VP didn't get that close.
The thing is, you'll find that most Singaporeans don't know he's done that because he's covered for by the mainstream press. You're only seeing that because that's on Sky News and you might see it on Fox. But the rest of mainstream media completely carries water for him.
Okay, maybe he was going to fall, so he holds them.
Yeah, for balance, a walking stick, walking stick.
Yeah.
Oh, he had some kids sitting on his lap, and he's talking about he likes children sitting on his lap.
Oh shit.
He says some ridiculous. He does some amazing things.
Okay, he's quite old, right?
Very old.
Yeah, very old.
Yeah.
Maybe his time this was very legal.
But he's been doing nonsense for years. He said he came top of his class. He came at the bottom. he tells some of the most ridiculous lies. He ran for president in 1988. And that time in England, we had a guy called Neil Kinnock, right, was the leader of the Labour Party. He stole Neil Kinnock's speech. And they went to America with it. And someone said, hey, you stole that speech. And then he had to drop out. He did it. He's done that twice.
So what we are saying is that Joe Biden has to go. Okay, so nowadays a lot of people tap out from hawker centers, right? And then you have some aunties, especially aunties lah. They go and tap out the dessert, right? For example, they buy one ice kacang or they buy one tau suan, and then it's only one tau suan. Then they ask the guy for 5 spoons. How many freaking mouth do you have? Like you need 5 spoons for what?
You're poor lah, bro. You want to share one?
No, you only buy 1 tausuan. I mean, how many people you want to share with? I mean, if you want to buy 1 tausuan, reasonable, the most you give you 2 lah. You know, you share with your husband or whatever. No, 5 people share 1 tausuan. This is ridiculous, right? No, seriously, if you want, you buy 1 more tausuan and then you ask for more spoon, then it's fine. You think the spoon don't cost money? I think that's a very wrong mentality. You buy 1 tausuan. I think we should have a constitution that you buy 1 tausuan, only the most maximum 2 spoon. Right? If you ask for anything more than 2 spoon, it's legal for the police to come and catch you, okay? Okay? So I think anyone who goes to a hawker center, buy 1 bowl of dessert, ask for more than 2 spoon, has to go.
Thanks so much for watching the Unfiltered podcast. Remember to hit that notification bell, subscribe, and most importantly, like, as that really helps our channel to grow. We'll see you again real soon.